Good morning, everybody. How it's exciting everything is, and the first game of the season, and the Eagles have got to get ready, get this thing started, man. And they cannot eat the rat poison. They've talked about it. Jason Kelsey talked about it. Jalen Hurts has talked about it. When you get all of these pats on the back, talking about how great you are and everything, this team is not great. Come on, this team hasn't done anything. Nobody cares about how many guys are on the team, how good the team is, and all that. And everybody's talking about how they're going to go to the Super Bowl. Come on. The Eagles have got to show up today ready to fight. Got to be a fight. Football is not a game you play, really. You don't really play the game of football. You fight the game of football. It is an organized fight. If somebody was standing somewhere and somebody said, move, and the person doesn't want to move, but then that person that told them to move comes in and decides to make them move, you've got what you call a struggle. You got a fight going on. One guy doesn't want to move, the other one wants to make him move. That's what football is. That's why blocking and tackling, guys running with the ball, you making him stop. That's what it is. It is a fight. And that is the key to football. That's where everything starts at, because if your guys up front are not doing their job, I mean, they fight. Now, there are other parts of the game where you got skill position, you got the quarterback, you got the wide receivers. Now, what they do is that there's a skill level to that. So it's not as much just fighting. But on the offensive and defensive lines, it is a fight. One guy's trying to stop another guy from getting to the quarterback or going and making the tackle on the guy that's running with the ball. And the guy that's running with the ball doesn't want to get tackled. There's a fight in it. So, all that energy and everything, you need that, and you need the emotion of it. And this is something you always remember about football. You can't turn that on during the middle of a game. Either you showed up with the energy and the drive and you're ready to fight, or you didn't show up ready to fight. So it's got to be one or the other. And that's one of the big things you have to remember about football. And that's the Eagles today. They have got to show up ready to fight. And I think that what Jason Kelsey was talking about earlier this week, talking about how they hadn't done anything, which he's telling the truth. All of the talk about them going to the Super Bowl and how good they are, or having a good year, that doesn't do you, any good at game time. It's no good for you, because that does not help you. That does not motivate you. You got to have something that's motivated you, that's got you in a bad mood where you're ready to fight. Not just play football. No, you fight football. You fight. No other way about it. And that's why it takes so much energy, because you're trying to make somebody do something they don't want to do. That defensive player, when he's lining up over on the opposite line, he doesn't want to get blocked. He doesn't want to get, pushed to the side so the other guy can run. No, he's coming up the attitude. No, I'm not going to get blocked. You're not blocking me. So that's what it is. It's a fight. It's an organized fight, every play like that. The Birds had better be ready, because you cannot turn this on during a game. You can't just turn it on. No, either you showed up with the emotional drive, you came in with an attitude where you're ready to fight. And that's why they got to come out against the Lions today. They got to come out against them with their fist balled up. And they got to be in an attitude where we're going to punch the Lions in the mouth. That's what we're going to do. We're going to punch them in their mouth. We're going to beat the Lions up. We're going to run the ball down their throat. And you got to show up with that attitude all week. You got to have that attitude. You got to show up. This is what you're going to show. This is the way we want to show up for this game. We're not coming in here, all people talking about, man, we're going to go to the Super Bowl. No. You're going to have to fight your way to the Super Bowl. Nobody's giving you a trip to the Super Bowl as a team. No, you got to earn your way. So you got to fight. And that's what you got to show up ready to fight. And that's the best attitude for most of the players on the team. They show up like that. Of course, a quarterback can't be as much like that. The skill position players can't be as much like that. But everybody else, man, they got to show up. And there's got to be a drive in everybody. But you got to show up ready to fight, man. You coming in with a bad mood. We come in here to whoop somebody's butt. That's what we came in to do. We didn't come in here to make friends. We didn't come to Detroit to make friends. We didn't want to make friends with you guys. We're going to whoop your butt like we did last year. And we're going to make you like it. That's what we're going to do. That's the way you show up, man. And you cannot turn this on halfway through the game. You can show up and all of a sudden, other team they came up with a deeper drive, with more passion for this game than you did. You can't turn it on during the game. That's the thing. You cannot turn it on during the game. You either show up with it. You know, the quarterback can help you steal a game that you weren't ready to play. You know, if you got a great quarterback, they can save you with their skill. But you got to show up with an attitude where whoever that comes out and lines up over me, I'm whooping them behind. And I don't want them to get to know them. I'm not your friend, because you ain't gonna like this butt whooping, which I'm getting ready to give you. That's the way you got to be. That's the way you play football. You really fight football. Because even in practice, for years, you get in practice. You was going like, man, during practice, I don't like my teammates, these guys I'm going up against. I'm not a buddy. Don't want to be buddy with me. Man, we getting ready to fight. We getting ready to where I got to go against you. You're lining up over me. You're not my friend. And there's some of that on the team, on your own team. So you got to be ready to fight. So Eagles better be ready to fight. If they do that, then they're going to win this game, because they can go ahead and they start running the ball, run the ball down the Lions' throat. You start off there. You run that ball down their throat. That's going to open up everything else. And all of the passes, all of the different weapons they have with A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith and Dallas Goedert and Quez Watkins and all these guys, man, getting the ball to them, not to mention the running backs who are going to be very important. Now, I'll tell you, Miles Sanders, I want to see that hunger in him, man. I want to see confidence. You're a great player, dude. Come in here like you got that attitude where you're a great player. You got to believe you're a great player. And but I think we're gonna have some fun. So I'll be back with you later on. But I just want to talk to you a little bit about it. And the coach has to talk to his players before the game. Look, you guys got to be ready to fight, man. You're going to get punched in the mouth. You got to be ready to punch that other guy in his mouth. Now, of course, you're not going to be doing that and get thrown out of the game. But I'm talking about figuratively. I'm talking about the attitude with which you play. You're going to hit people. You're going to hit people rather than stand there and wait to be hit. So that's got to be your attitude. That's got to be the attitude of this team. Got to show up ready to fight. If they do that, they're not going to have any problem with the Lions. If they don't show up ready to fight, the Lions are going to show up ready to fight. They don't have, the skill really to beat the Eagles. But if they come ready to fight, they can find a way to beat them. So that's what we're going to see today. So we're going to have some fun. I'll be with you later on. Hey, are you ready to fight? You don't have to play. Sorry. Talk to you later. Okay, you're going to end.